As a psychic medium, one of my favorite services is aura scanning, specifically for health. 2 days ago, I had a client ask for a health scan. I was like, are you having problems with understanding the most basic things about your body, like actually noticing it in the moment, like temperature control? Like, yes, I am struggling with that. It's like, there's something going on in the back of your brain, right on that instinct center. You know, mental note of next time she sees her neurosurgeon, which is something she needs to do every year or so. And that's just something to point out, like, hey, I'm concerned about that. Because she was like, maybe it's not a big deal. And the guidance was, it is though. It signifies something else. You do need to point it out. It's not a nothing. In the past, when organs are the wrong color, or when an area is the wrong color, it means something. It's really important. Like one time I told a lady, there's rather large white stones in this area of your body, and it looks like your gallbladder, and your gallbladder is the wrong color. And so you need to go see that special type of doctor because they're too big and it's stretching out your gallbladder the wrong shape. It must be very unpleasant. I think your treatment-resistant depression will be released instantly when they take out your gallbladder. So, how did you know about that? I'm like, because I can see your gallbladder. Anyways, a few months later, she gets back to me, comes for another face-to-face, and shows me all her stitches, and I'm like, and how's your depression? Gone. And then another lady, she wanted me to scan her 2-year-old daughter. And so I was like, there's some weird bubbles in her lungs that are the wrong color. And if I was you, I would take her to the emergency rooms at a hospital straight after this. And you don't leave until they do scans, because they're just going to try and brush you off like, oh, you're a hysterical woman making up stories. And I'm like, no, don't allow that. Just stay. You refuse to leave until they prove it. Like, prove it with a scan, because that is your goal. You need to get a scan. It took about 4 hours before they finally got the results of the scan, and her daughter was immediately rushed off for emergency surgery. So yeah, I encounter the most interesting things about people's bodies. You know, the only way I can describe the way I experience this is it's like an MRI, in the sense that I take a holographic image of the person and place them on the wall and spin them around as if they're a three-dimensional object. And you know, like the sci-fi movies, I spin them around and peel away layers and look inside, outside. What about this angle? What about that angle? So it's very 5D. And I don't mean that in a spiritual way. I mean that in like a scan way. I suppose you can call it spiritual. Yeah, that's how I find this information. And the color, if I'm not switched on psychically, and you say, well, what's the right color for this? I'd be like, I don't know. But the moment I go into the health zone of an aura scanning, then I'm like, I know it's not supposed to be that color. How do you know? I don't know, but I know. If I didn't have to work for money, I would love to work in science. And I would love to be the MRI machine. You're like, don't give me client details, it's fine. Just say, I'm thinking of the client. I have their paper in front of me, and they'll be like, okay, holographic image, spin, 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 because I don't need names or photos or anything. Spin, spin, spin. Okay, this is wrong. You need to focus on that. I've always wanted to do that. So anyway, just saying, I love that. Okay, bye.